just got my birthday present this year from my parents. And do I have something in my teeth? Ew, that's gross. Ignore that. But I just got my Christmas birthday present for my parents. And I got window covers for my front windows, so I don't have to duct tape the two sections on, because I always have to duct tape this first section, and then for this little section I have one that just like shoves in there. So I'm gonna attempt to test these out and see if they work. It's also freezing, so I'm gonna put this in and I'll show you. Okay, so I got it in. This is what she looks like. I'll show you with the back camera too in a second, but I got the gray inside, so it's like lighter on the inside. I like it, like might help reflect some light just because it's lighter and it wouldn't be as dark at night. I don't know, I just like the idea of it. And it literally goes into this like whole window like thing. So again, I'll show you, but like I have my inside locks like right there, and so it's kind of blocking part of it, but it sits nice. It's pretty tight, so I don't think there's like any like, there's magnets in it, so there's not like any gapping or anything. This one part is, but it's just because it's like used to being bent. It like did not want to straighten out. So yeah, but I will show you here. I'll link these in the description because they're really good. They're a little cheaper than, I got my front window cover from Van Made Gear, and this one is from Van Essentials. These are just slightly cheaper, like 30 bucks cheaper than the other ones. I also have my bug nets, which are from the same brand, Van Essentials. So I will link that in the description if you guys are interested. You can go check that out. But here, I'll just show you from my back camera what it kind of looks like. 0.5, I'm struggling in the driver's seat, but yeah, so it's just this area right here that it kind of bumps out. But just looking at it, I can't even really see like any light from there, and I don't think it's going to be an issue. But yeah, it just goes all the way around in here. So that's very nice. It'll be super insulating even on like the metal part. And then it's got like magnets in a few places that helps it stick. And it seems to be holding really nice. Like I said, it's been bent for so long that it kind of wants to bend out. But once I use this more, it'll be really good. And then it's just got these straps to hold it together. Oh, I unstrapped it, but yeah, they just strap around and hold it all together. So yeah, thanks to my mom and dad for buying them for my birthday. They were definitely on my like list of things I needed to get before I left, but like I didn't really because I had my DIY ones. But like, these are so much better. These ones are like truly insulated. Like, these are gonna be so nice and like such a game changer. It's so much easier to put up and not duct taping it in with my like DIY. I didn't even bother sewing on the fabric to them. I just duct taped it on. And then like having just a whole like solid piece instead of like two individual ones. That was really nice. The more I used the ones with like the cloth, the harder like the cloth kept like coming off, and like they would always like fall in the middle of the night, like not completely off, but like maybe the bottom would swing out or something, and then like you get daylight in, and like I wish I could just kind of have my windows open because then I can naturally wake up to the daylight, but like I'm also gonna be in here alone as a little girl, so I want the privacy, and like I don't want anyone being able to see in any spots. So these are going to be so nice, and I probably would have put off buying these for myself for a lot longer. So, yeah. Thank you to my mom and dad. But, yeah, these are so nice. I'm so excited about these. Okay, got it all bagged up. Sorry for the bad lighting. All bagged up. Gonna be putting it just in my headliner shelf with all my other ones, and then taking out my other ones and throwing them away. So I just gotta find them first. They're always like buried under everything else. See, like the little ones I didn't even bother to cover, so like you could tell that like it was fully just Reflectix. And then these good old classic ones. I like kept the duct tape on them so I could like reuse it, and then duct tape on the back. So goodbye to these guys. You won't be missed, actually. And it's freezing back here because the sun isn't getting in here. Oh, I always forget how well these like curtains like insulate, because it is like so warm in the front from the sun coming in, but it's absolutely freezing back here. Okay. Should be good enough. All right. I'm gonna go throw these away. Or I feel like I should like burn them out of respect for their services thus far. The past like 2 years. I'm gonna miss them. I'm gonna miss these guys. They got me through a lot. They got me through my first night of van life in this van. I'm actually kind of sad. Okay, I'm gonna go. So I'm about to do some work on my van. By work, I mean like literally making stencils out of cardboard. But I noticed that over the winter something happened with my flooring and it's kind of popped out of place, which was an issue we thought might happen when we put it in, but it's lasted 2 full winters now. And so I was like, okay, we're good. It seems to be decent flooring. But now we have an issue. So this piece is popped up. On the end, there's like some spacing. It's kind of weird. But then basically the edge of this is like a little lip. It's supposed to be underneath this piece. And like it's expanded or shrunk and now it can't. So like this one looks like it might have an issue, but it fits fine. This one has popped up, so now I have to figure out what to do with this. My first thought was kind of like shaving this edge down and basically just like gluing it and like cement block here to hold it down. My only fear with that is like if it does get super humid or super dry and like the floor needs to kind of shift a little bit and expand and contrast, that's not going to be the best being glued down. So just gonna have to talk that through with my dad and see what he thinks. It's not a big deal right now, like it's nothing I'll like trip over. And I think when I get my bench seat in here, this is kind of the spot I kind of want it to cut off anyway. So if I just design it to cut off like right after it, this will be covered eventually and it won't really matter. So it's like kind of the situation, like do I leave it? Do I do something about it? How much is it really going to affect? I just feel like this is going to expand like crazy and then really curl up when it gets humid. Because like I don't know if you can tell. Here, let me zoom in. Like you can't really tell on video. But like this kind of has space in it all the way from here. Once you get back here, these are all fine, but like it kind of is moving right here. I don't think you can really tell on camera, but yeah, so another issue I get to figure out. But like again, it's not a big deal after I get my bench seat in. It's just like I don't know when I'm getting a bench seat in. I don't think it's gonna be this year. So yeah, and of course I don't think my carpet doesn't really cover it because I like to have this as far over as possible because I'm entering on this edge and not over here. And so I don't know, we'll figure it out. But yeah, anyway, that's a little van update. Also, I'm doing stencils right now for these top parts of my doors. So the sliding and then these two. We're gonna just do, it's like the same like 1/8 inch wood paneling that I did for all my walls. We're gonna put those and just cover those up, just so it looks a bit more finished off. Not 100% on like this or like these back two with the kill mat on it. I'm not 100% on what I want to do with those, but the other parts I'm gonna cover up. Basically gonna look like this.
the bottom parts on this door have like the same thing, except these had like holes to like put little pins in. And so we bought pins that worked good, and it's working great. I really like it, but this top part is a little different. But luckily, they all have a little edge around it. So whether it's gluing it in, using Velcro, or just something, we could even like drill holes into it, because it's like basically a gap in between all of it. Like there's nothing really important on these ones. These ones are just smaller. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. These back ones are a little bit smaller, but this one has lots of room. Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing up in this upper part either. So yeah, but I'm doing stencils. It's like warm out, well, 50 degrees out. As our first warm day, we just got over a bunch of like negative temperatures. So 50 degrees is feeling like summer. Almost put shorts on today. But yeah, so I'm out here, so then when my dad has some time to work on my van, we can get those cut out really quick, because I already have a stencil and everything. So yeah, just using cardboard to kind of figure that out, make it nice and easy for when we can actually cut out the wood for it. But yeah, a couple updates for ya. Okay, hopefully this angle is not too horrendous or too backlit, but I have my first stencil done for the back doors, and I realized I don't even need to make two because they're literally the same, just mirrored. So then for the first one, it'll go like this, and then for the other side, I'll just go like this. And it's perfect. It fits so good. It's just the tad, just like a tad slight bit oversized. Like it fits super tight. Like you can kind of adjust it to get it to fit perfectly. So I think that's going to make for a good stencil, because you don't want it to be too small when you get it onto the wood and have to do a completely different piece. It's also hard to like kind of try and make a stencil like this bigger. So yeah, and then obviously just like these edges are so rough that I'm just gonna have to sand them out when we get them on the wood. But yeah, it like fits really, really nicely, and I'm so excited to reinforce it with duct tape because this part bends. Now I have to do this other side, which is gonna be a bit more complicated because it's 4 feet, and I do not have a 4-foot piece of cardboard, so I'm gonna have to do like two 2-foot ones and like tape them together, which is going to be interesting and not fun for a stencil because it's going to be even more flexible than this part that I reinforced. So yeah, I'm going to go do that and figure that out now. All right, I am back with the second piece. I found a way to make it all one piece, so it's not actually multiple pieces taped together, it's one. It's like the edges of the box. I'm really smart, aren't I? Yes. Okay, so this is the stencil. Again, it's like kind of tight and almost doesn't fit, but that's what we need for a stencil in a way, because you can always cut it down, sand it down to make it fit. Can't make it bigger. So both of those here. So yeah, time to get working. Time to get working on the wooden finishing pieces. We're putting up my cameras that I got for the outside of the van. They're just magnetic, and then like you take them down and stuff. So I have 2, 1 for each side, and then there's like this giant screen, but I could just put that away when I don't need it.